chapter 4, Bhagavad Gita. Brahmarpanam Brahma Havira Brahmagnau Brahmanahutam Brahmaiva Tena Gantavyam Brahma Karma Samadhina Brahmarpanam Brahma Havir Brahmagnau Brahmanahutam Brahmaiva Tena Gantavyam Brahma Karma Samadhina Brahmarpanam Brahma Havir Brahmagnau Brahmanahutam Brahmaiva Tena Gantavyam Brahma Karma Samadhina. Please repeat after me. Brahmarpanam Brahma Havir
Brahmarpanam Brahmahavihi
Brahmagnau Brahmanahutam
Brahmagnau Brahmanahutam
Brahmaivtena Gantavyam
Brahmaiva Tena Gantavyam
Brahma Karma Samadhina
Brahma Karma Samadhina
Brahmarpanam Brahma Havir
Brahmarpanam Brahmahavihi
Brahmagnau Brahmanahutam
Brahmagnau Brahmanahutam
Brahmaitena Gantavyam
Brahmaiva Tena Gantavyam
Brahma Karma Samadhina
Brahma Karma Samadhina.
So now the word meanings and the translation by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Brahma, spiritual in nature. Arpanam, contribution. Brahma, the Supreme. Havi, butter. Brahma, spiritual. Ajnanu, in the fire of consummation. Brahmana, by the spirit soul. Uttam, offered. Brahma, spiritual kingdom. Eva, certainly. Tena, by him. Gantavyam, we reached. Brahma, spiritual. Karma, in activities. Samadhina, by complete absorption. Translation: a person who is fully absorbed in Krishna consciousness is sure to attain the spiritual kingdom because of his full contribution to spiritual activities, in which the consummation is absolute, and that which is offered is of the same spiritual nature.
is of the same spiritual nature.
So, my dear devotees, I think we should read the purport by his Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, because it's very beautifully written and it describes everything so nice. So there's no other explanation required any other than that. So in this purport, Srila Prabhupada talks about how Lord describes about the activities in Krishna consciousness that can lead one ultimately to the spiritual goal. So there are various activities in Krishna consciousness, and all of them will be described in the following verses. But for the present, just the principle of Krishna consciousness is described. A conditioned soul entangled in material contamination is sure to act in the material atmosphere, and yet he has to get out of such an environment. The process by which the conditioned soul can get out of the material atmosphere is Krishna consciousness. So here we can see that very beautifully, Srila Prabhupada describes what is Krishna consciousness. Is simple. The process by which the conditioned soul can get out of the material atmosphere. And how does that happen? He describes step by step. For example, a patient who is suffering from a disorder of the bowels due to overindulgence in milk products is cured by another milk product, namely curds. Similarly, the materially absorbed conditioned soul can be cured by Krishna consciousness, as set forth here in the Gita. This process is generally known as yajna, or activities, sacrifices, simply meant for the satisfaction of Vishnu or Krishna. The more the activities of the material world are performed in Krishna consciousness or for Vishnu only, the more the atmosphere becomes spiritualized by complete absorption. That is to say, again, to repeat, that every little action that we do, if we do it for fixed in being fixed or focused in around Krishna consciousness, then that is kind of a sacrifice that we offer in the yajna. The word Brahma means spiritual. The Lord is spiritual, and the rays of his transcendental body are called Brahma Jyotir, his spiritual effulgence. Everything that exists is situated in that Brahma Jyotir. But when the Jyotir is covered by illusion or Maya or sense gratification, is called material. This material veil can be removed at once by Krishna consciousness. Thus, the offering for the sake of Krishna consciousness, the consuming agent of such an offering or contribution, the process of consumption, the contributor and the result are all combined together, Brahman, or the absolute truth. Here, I would like to just explain a little bit of what Srila Prabhupada is trying to say. Is between us and the Lord, there is the veil of Maya, and Krishna consciousness helps us to remove that veil, and so that we actually get immersed into the absolute truth, which is, and become one with Brahman. The absolute truth covered by Maya is called matter. Matter, dovetailed for the cause of the absolute truth, regains its spiritual quality. Krishna consciousness is the process of converting the illusory consciousness into Brahman, or the Supreme. When the mind is fully absorbed in Krishna consciousness, it is said to be in samadhi, or trance. Anything done in such transcendental consciousness is called yajna, or sacrifice for the absolute. In that condition of spiritual consciousness, the contributor, that is the jiva, the contribution, our actions that we contribute, the consumption, and the performer or leader of the performance, and the result or ultimate gain, everything becomes one in the absolute, the Supreme Brahman. That is the method of Krishna consciousness.